Are you aware that 70% of pastors constantly fight depression and burnout for the frustration? Are you aware that 70% of pastors constantly fight depression and burnout for the frustration experience as a result of ministry workload, discouragement, and pressure? We help leaders grow healthy churches. We are excellent at what we do, and we are fast becoming the best of the very best. Magnicraft Consulting is set up to help both small and large-sized churches become healthier by using proven diagnostics tools, effective retention strategies. We give the right and appropriate and professional advice. We are the certified church consultants with the Society of Church Consulting in the United States of America. Trust us to help you grow. Don't wait till it's too late. You will be glad you did. Call us now on 0802-324-2258. Email contact@magnicraftconsulting.com or magnicraftconsulting@gmail.com. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram @Magnicraft Limited. Magnicraft Consulting. Doing church God's way. Hello. Welcome to Monday Morning Matters live broadcast show brought to you by Magnicraft Consulting team, anchored by Niyi Dunmade, a certified church consultant with the Society for Church Consulting in the U.S. Here, each Monday of every week, we address important, relevant, and actionable topics of interest that will help you and your church grow healthier. And now, meet your host, Niyi Dunmade.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. This is a beautiful morning all the way from the city of Abuja. My name is Niyi Dunmade. I'm the founder and CEO of Magnicraft Consulting. Welcome to the 18th live broadcast edition for Monday Morning Matters in the month of April 2025. You're going to get value, and please make sure you stay tuned. My name is Niyi Dunmade. I'm the founder and the CEO of Magnicraft Consulting. Monday Morning Matters has been coming your way over 6 years with over 300 videos. Go on our YouTube channel, go on our Facebook page. You're going to get quite a lot of information. And please, thank you for hooking up with us. We are so glad you are part of this live broadcast show. My name again is Niyi Dunmade. I'm the founder and the CEO of Magnicraft Consulting. Let me tell you a little bit about Magnicraft Consulting. Magnicraft Consulting is a church consulting firm that helps local churches to grow healthier through empirical assessment, revitalization, trainings, and strategic blueprint. Our vision is to be the leading church health consultancy that creates actionable, sustainable, and adaptable solution. That is our vision. That is our mission. I'm also a certified church consultant with the Society for Church Consulting in the US. I'm also a certified church consultant with Church Consultation University of Church Answers, both in the US. I'm your host every week on Facebook live broadcast show. And on Mondays, every Monday, 7 a.m. Nigerian time, West African time, or GMT +1. I'm also known as the Church Health Guide of the 21st century. Now, a big thank you to everyone who has been commenting, reaching out to us, reacting to our comment, telling us how timely our content is. I'm sure you are going to get value for just connecting with me, because I'm going to continue the conversation with more deeper issues. Let's pay some bills, let's do some promo, and then we'll come back to the juice of the day. Now, this is Monday Morning Matters, coming your way every Monday, unedited, no breaks, no holidays. Myself, as a certified church consultant, coming your way. We believe that our expertise could benefit you and benefit your church. Last week, we talked about understanding the nature of the church. And if you missed that, please make sure you go to our YouTube channel to get that episode. That live broadcast was very short, but you see, with this, our Monday Morning Matters is just to get the conversation started so that you can continue, and then we can determine how deep we can go. So last week we did on understanding the nature of the church, and today we're going to be talking on the true meaning of leadership. The true meaning of leadership. What does leadership mean in the context of the church? How different it is that the leadership in the church is different from the leadership in the secular world or in business. And so we're going to look at that today. Now, Dr. Tom Rainer, a fantastic church consultant, he's been very, amazing. I learned so much from him, watching him over 15 years. And please, we have this good opportunity. You want to be a certified church consultant, you want to be trained, empowered, equipped with the necessary resources, please reach out to me. You're going to get over 40% discount from Dr. Tom Rainer and the Church Answers crew, so that you can access it. Reach out to me on the number of the screen or the emails. I'm sure you're going to get a response from me in no time. All right. So if you want to become well trained, well equipped, and well empowered as a certified church consultant, because we need more of them, because we have many churches in our world today, and we need certified, well trained church consultants to be in the space to help more churches. And so my books are still there on Amazon. Church Retention, Pathway to Growth. Make sure you scan the QR code or go on Amazon to search the title. You're going to see that book. My second book is Busting Church Growth Myth. Use the QR code as well. It's available on Amazon. And the one that is recent is what? Data-driven leadership. Please make sure you go on that. Data-driven leadership is going to help you. It's going to help your church so that you don't continue to make wrong decisions. You also know how to get the right data on the table so that you can make the right decisions at the right time. So go on our YouTube channel. You're going to get quite a lot of goodies for you. Again, my name is Niyi Dunmade. Welcome to Monday Morning Matters. You guys are just so amazing. This is Monday Morning Matters. I want to welcome every one of you wherever you are watching from me from. Here is a platform to sharpen your leadership perspective and to strengthen your work as church builders. To help you as church leaders to lead your church well to church health. And so today's subject is one of the most misinterpreted yet most powerful concepts in church ministry. That is leadership. Let's dive into the heart of leadership. And let's dive also into what leadership truly means, so we can lead the way Jesus intended us to lead his church. You see, if you lead the church the way God intended us to lead the church, we're going to get the kind of result that God wants in our church. One way to lead like Jesus is to study the life of Jesus from the pages of the scriptures. The scriptures have written so much about Jesus that we can learn from. So that it will help us in our leadership as we lead the church. Okay, let's get this started. That's just a kind of preamble. Leadership is not about a title. That is very correct. Leadership is not about a position. Yes, you heard me right. Leadership is not about a title or a position. I mean, one of my senior friends, we had a conversation on the phone about leadership, and he also agreed to that fact that leadership is not about title or position. It's not about being the loudest voice in the room. Okay, you are in a room with other people and your voice is more pronounced. It doesn't make you a leader. You might not even make any sound, but people recognize that you are a leader. Okay, it's not about being the loudest voice in the room or having the final say in meetings. Okay, I mean, traditionally we always want to feel that the person that has the final say in the room or in the boardroom or in a staff meeting or whatever meeting that we have is the leader. Okay, so let me go again. Leadership is not about title, it's not about position, it's not about being the loudest voice in the room, and of course it's not about you having the final say in any kind of meetings. True leadership, what does it mean? True leadership is influence with responsibility, action with accountability, and is fueled by servitude. Okay, servanthood. Sorry, is fueled by servanthood. Okay, true leadership is influence with responsibility, action with accountability, and is fueled by servanthood. Okay, so as leaders, as church leaders, we don't just lead teams or tasks, we lead lives and destinies under God's mandate. Okay, as church leaders, we don't just lead teams and tasks, we lead lives and destinies under God's mandate. So we're going to look at what does true leadership means, the biblical model of Jesus as regards leadership, the key difference between the godly leaders and godly leadership and worldly leadership, what it means for you as a church leader. And so that's what we're going to be doing on Monday Morning Matters. What is leadership really? What is leadership really? At the core, leadership is influence. We agree with John Maxwell, who defined it this way, that leadership is influence, nothing more, nothing less. And so I want to make an addition that true leadership is influence with responsibility, action with accountability, and fueled by servanthood. So, but godly leaders take it deeper. Leadership is stewardship. Okay, that's number one. Leadership is stewardship. You are managing what belongs to God. So when you are managing and leading what belongs to God, you need to understand that leadership is stewardship. Leadership is servanthood. Okay, you lead best when you serve the most. Okay, that's how leadership is in the church context. That when you want to be a leader, you're actually going to be a servant, and that's why all the leadership titles, whether it is a bishop, it's a deacon, it's a minister, all have a root word as a servant. You must lead. You lead best when you serve the most. Leadership is also transformation. Your role is to shape, stretch, and grow people into their God-given identity and purpose. Jesus said in Matthew chapter 20, verse 26 to 28, he said, whoever, when Jesus says whoever, whether you're an archbishop, you're a pope, you are a bishop, you are a pastor, you are a reverend, you are an apostle, teacher, evangelist, whatever title you have, whoever wants to become great among you must be your servant, and whoever wants to be the first must be your slave, just as the Son of Man did not come to be served, but to serve. If you want to become a leader, you must just want to serve and not to be served. Number two, biblical model of leadership. Let's take it a little closer at Jesus, because it's our ultimate model. If you want to learn the leadership you need to imbibe in your church, you need to zero in on the life of Jesus. Jesus led by serving, not dominating. Jesus led by serving, not dominating. John chapter 13, he washed his disciples' feet, and he did that by serving. Okay, Jesus also led by empowering, not controlling. He sent out the 72 in Luke chapter 10 by empowering them to go evangelize. Jesus led by sacrificing, not self-promoting. It wasn't about himself. He laid down his life for the sheep. John chapter 10 verse 11. And so Jesus also led by teaching. All right, he led by teaching, not just commanding. He led by example an explanation. You could ask him question and he will give you explanation, even though it's going to be with a parable, but he gives a lot of explanation to every one of his teachings. Biblical leadership flows from character over charisma, and calling over convenience, and purpose over popularity. A church leader who models leadership after Christ, we need to be cautious. Anyone who wants to model leadership after Christ must be very cautious of the impact of the 48 Laws of Power, a book that is so circulated in Africa, and the colonial leadership style that is being passed on to us as leaders. Number 3, godly versus worldly leaders. Okay, I'm going to rush on this because time is running so fast. Godly leadership is to serve God and others, okay, while the worldly leadership is to gain power and recognition. That's just the core motive between the difference between godly leadership and worldly leadership. Okay, leadership style. For the godly leadership, you could see servant-heartedness and sacrificial, while in the worldly leadership you could see that it's self-serving, positional, and self-promoting. What in terms of accountability for the for the godly leadership, you could see that it is to God, and you can rely on God and spiritual authority. Whereas on the secular or worldly leadership, they require on systems and personal ambition. Accountability also is very, very clear in terms of the difference. Focus, people development, and purpose for the godly leadership, while for the worldly leadership, you could see personal success, status, and prestige. The legacy between them is also different, because for a godly leadership, you could see that there's some internal impact and multiplied lives, while for the worldly leadership, you could see temporal success and applause. People want to just be on the stage to become a leader. So this is a quote I want you to just tweet: worldly leaders climb up to be seen, while godly leaders kneel down to lift others. Okay, I repeat, worldly leaders climb up to be seen, while godly leaders kneel down to lift others. So let's wrap up with number 4 and 5. What true leadership looks like in the church context. You are a spiritual shepherd and not a celebrity. I've seen pastors, the way they position themselves as if they are celebrity. Okay, you are a spiritual shepherd, not a celebrity. You are also a guide and a builder, not a gatekeeper. You are a role model of humility and faithfulness, not a boss with all the answers. Okay, you can't just have all the answers, but you are a role model of humility and faithfulness, not a boss with all the answers. So true leadership is when your absence is felt, not because the church stops running, but because your love, wisdom, and presence creates such lasting impact. So leadership in action. Ask yourself, am I leading from a place of service or control? Ask yourself. Even ask your leaders when you have leadership meeting. Ask yourself, ask your leadership team, your senior leadership team, am I leading from the place of service or control? Am I developing other leaders or keeping all the authority to myself? You see, one of the things I will tell you that your church is not growing because you are keeping all the authority to yourself. You can't have control and growth. You have to let go of control, and of course you're going to see growth. So the second question is very, very key and very, very important. Am I developing others or keeping all the authority to myself? And the last question is, am I more focused on the health of the people or the hype of the platform? Okay, there are two different things. If you focus on the hype of the platform, the accolades, the shares, the views, the likes, you might miss on the individual health of the people you are called to lead. Now I need to close now. Leadership is not about how many people followed you or is following you. Leadership is not about how many people follow you. It's about how many lives are better because you led them. Okay, and so when you lead them, you have a limited time with them. How much is their life better because you led them? As you walk into this week, into the next month, we're going to continue Monday Morning Matters with new topics for the month of May 2025. Lead with humility, empower others, and stay connected to the vine, with Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior. The world doesn't just need more leaders, It needs more Christ-like leaders and Christ-like ones like you. If you can take some of the things we have shared today, it's going to help you. Lord, make us leaders after your own heart. That's my prayer and heart desire. Help us to serve with compassion, lead with integrity, influence with humility. Let our leaders in our churches worldwide draw people closer to you in Jesus' mighty name. If today's session spoke to your spirit, pass it on to your church leaders, your staff, your leaders, your workers. Let's raise a generation of kingdom leaders who understand the true meaning of leadership. See you next week, next month. See you next Monday. Monday Morning Matter continue. If you have any church-related questions for me, you have any church-related inquiry for me, let's have them in any of the social media handles. You're going to get more than an answer from me. Let's continue the conversation. This conversation is not all. There's deeper things on the true meaning of leadership. Please, this video has been helpful to you. Please do share us to your community. Share us to your leaders. Okay, follow us on Instagram. Like our Facebook page. Follow us on Twitter or X. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Turn on the notification bell so that you can be notified when we have a new valuable content uploaded. So please make sure that you turn on the notification bell. This video has been helpful to you. Please give us a like, share us to your community. Drop me a comment in the comment section what you feel about the things we have been saying. Let me learn from you as you have learned from you. Drop me a comment what you feel about the content we have shared so far. Okay? And then we do consultation. We do revitalization. We do trainings. We do strategic planning for churches. Reach out to us and let's see how we can help your church and yourself with excellent church consulting for health, vitality, and results. And so we draw the curtain here. Thank you for your attention. May God bless each and every one of you as you have a fruitful week ahead. God bless you till I come your way next month, next week with another season hot topic. I say bye-bye. I love you and God bless you. Thank you so much. See you.